PS2 with this matchup. It makes sense for both. But you think that we go to a different stage?
I think it's just PS2. Also, answer your question, Sen Reaper. These tournaments are anyone can enter, completely free, and every week, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, signs open every Monday. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's FD game one. That is
I have to call chaos because for some reason I don't know why people continue to think this, but everybody brings Bowser to FD. It is an awful idea. it's just so good. Yes, you can catch the landings, you can catch short hops, and then you can die because you can't interact and Bowser beats you out every time.
Oh my god.
Alright, so we're watching a one-man show right here. Sansko is having a field day. There's that nair I was talking about before. Misplaced nairs on the opposite sides or on the same sides. 10% Sansko has taken so far. This is a complete shutdown and mauling right now.
And even like when Neko gets like a combo with the nair, he drops it. He doesn't get the full combo. Like, he got a lot more there. So this game's already a throw. This game is throwing the towel. Next game, think about how am I gonna get my combos. I gotta drop these because right now you can't be dropping nair combos with hell low percents.
Exactly. Like on paper, right? You look at this and you gotta assume, oh, okay, so FD, Palu, call out jumps, keep a big body in a bunch of pain, right? But it doesn't really work the same for Bowser because Bowser could punish on reaction opposite sides of shield. You almost want to have some sort of an escape route, like a platform that you can get away from things like this because you got command grab again. We're looking at a 3-stock to 1 lead where even if Palu gets a hit, it's not enough by comparison to the damage that the Bowser puts on after.
Yeah, oh my god, look at this, already 25 damage. Doesn't get the punish, gets punished for trying to do the forward air a little bit too high up, a little bit too telegraphed, and suddenly, like, you're at 56 last stock as Palu. You just took Bowser's first stock. You are literally dead from nair into back air near the corner of the stage. You are dead from anything now.
And now you're down to pretty much anything. And if you get caught a little bit too, like you get caught by something at the ledge, you get near throw percent KOs too. This is entirely what Neko has to do. You have to keep the landing under control, trying to look for downer. That could have easily brought this back, but you have to slow the game down. You need to play very lame, and that's the only way to put it. To really just stop the pressure Sansko has right now.
Like I said, play really lame because I think that's correct. Like, you just kind of run away, make your opponent approach you, make him make some mistakes, because that's the only way you're winning is if your opponent makes mistakes and you capitalize on them fully. But if you give your opponent a free punish like that, I don't know, man. Can't be doing that. 25 damage.
Oh my god. Luckily, the grounded hitbox actually wasn't there, and they snapped the ledge instead, because that could have been the game right there. But yeah, like, what's the counter at this point for how many times? I'm surprised it didn't hit. How many times the nair went on opposite sides of shield? And what has been the real big damage that Palu has gotten so far off of one single hit nair? You have to play so slow, and I like the way that Neko's starting to change the game up, because you see Sansko's forced to approach in a more linear way now.
Yeah, okay, so this is actually doable now. He's brought back all the way from 3 stocks to 1, down to the last stocks piece. With that said, oh, that was a side B that would have killed. Now, if you're Neko, you legit have to get a nair or a down throw and convert that into a kill. You don't even and like I mean, like you just go for it. You don't even like try to like play it safe or anything. You don't try to base something out because you make it side B. You just say, I got the nair, I'm going in. Back air, go for something. Yep, make the read.
Oh yeah, there's the air dodge.
No!
Oh, and no! It was working so well, but you have. It's so much easier said than done, especially when you're starting to get damage on, but you have to know when the window's not true, especially at KO percent, because you know full well the person who is getting pressured now and getting put on the back burner is going to swing on landing. It's almost always going to happen, and that was a good call from Sansko right there, recognizing Neko was going to do it.
I just want to say, I think if Neko decided instead to go for the back air, and instead of trying to go for a nair, to go for bigger combos, just kept throwing his opponent off the stage over and over, kept going for the Bowser edge guards, especially because he used his double jump, I think, and just chases him, doesn't let him like touch the ground in the first place. He could have got the edge guard. He could have got 2 frames of down tilt. He could have ended that stock. He just needed to not let his opponent have a chance to get back to the stage, because once you do, those little mistakes, you can look at it and go, oh, that's a mistake, and it definitely was a mistake. He definitely could have executed better. But you also look at it and go, yeah, but that's also a mistake you can't make,
especially if you
keep your opponent off stage.
Exactly, because if you break down that whole last thing, right, you got one nair off of a punish that led to another, and then you got the air dodge bait in to get another nair. after that air dodge in, you know they're probably going to swing, right? So if you fade back in after that back air, you get another grab, you continue that pressure up, and you keep it going. That's why I'm very surprised that Neko didn't back off, because the air dodge was already given. So you know that the next thing in their mind is, well, now I got to swing.
But set back to FD. I don't blame Neko. You have to almost bring it back 2 stocks. So I think Neko has really figured this out in this game. The complete opposite of the last game. Absolute insane adaptations.
Yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you shut down this match. You don't play in center stage, you keep them trapped in the corner, and you consistently call out landings. Granted, Bowser can KO you now, so you have to make sure you call it, and actually had the roll read too, but just missed. And just do it again.
One thing I want to see less from Neko is swinging out of disadvantage, because he thinks he has a lot of punishes on Bowser, and Bowser does have windows of opportunity, but it's mostly when you're playing neutral you can punish him. If you're at a disadvantage, he's doing a lot of these attacks long, they're safe. They're not that lag. They're massive. He has up a shield, so you can't fish for punishes on him, and he just goes for the edge guard. He's looking like Palutena right now with that forward air. God damn.
I always like it when you see a Bowser do that, because it's not something you want to do every time. It gets predictable, but when you go off stage and you make them force the recovery, and then again, you also got up smash at the side of the stage too, but it's a great way to check somebody's jump, force them to recover low, and Neko's still keeping this much more even and looking a lot better compared to the start of the last game.
Okay, with that said, misses the Nair combo, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, gets that, but as you see, Sanko's like immediately ready for like the follow-up, and he's never waiting, right? He always, if he's being pressured, he's doing an attack right away, because he knows if his opponent messes up, he gets it open. So it's better to kind of look aggressively for the opening as Bowser than to passively just try and wait for something that you're not going to get.
Yeah. It's just like, it's so hard to get, like, choose the right call. If that was an air dodge down, that would have worked out. That the fact that just neutral B can lead to 30% off of one mistake is so ridiculous. And then 73% on the landing too. Tried to go for the back air, but at least that time the Nair worked on the landing.
Yo, thank you, Jose, with the 10 months of being a sub. Let's go so much, bro. Hero, king right there. Oh my god. 15%. Next hit will end this. I want to see another forward tilt edge guard. Alright, that worked. Caught, I think Neko's slightly in the space to B. You can space that and be on 2 frame hold. You do it perfectly, but that is extremely difficult to do.
Yeah, it's such a large hitbox that works on so many people, and you're right, if you're able to get in just enough, or even delay it a little bit, but I think the fact that after that previous forward air that happened, and you were in pretty much a similar position to where you got KO'd by the forward air before, Neko was forced into thought, oh, I gotta recover earlier because I got hit by that forward air on the last stock, and Sansko knew. That was really good option coverage by Sansko.
With that said, game 3 right now, and Sansko is up 2-0. I'm a little surprised not seeing a stage change, only because I think you really want platforms as Palu. Like, I understood the last game after making the adaptation, but now Sansko is showing he can adapt back, where he's catching these regular gets with neutral B. He's catching the landing aerials with big punishes.
Yeah, it almost makes me wonder if something like PS2 is actually banned. Like, maybe Sansko decided that they didn't want to deal with that, because this is the most open stage probably still available. You don't want to go to a smaller stage like a SmashBros or a small Battlefield, because that just makes the grabs and everything that much easier to get KOs on, and way less room to run away from Bowser.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, and Bowser loves FD. This is one of his best stages, because you wouldn't think it, because FD is like a long stage, and that's something good for zoners. But Bowser just kind of is fast enough and overwhelming enough that he can abuse you if he gets close, and there's not much to run away from him from. Yeah,
it's very similar to the way, like, you approach, like, say, an Ike on this stage, right? They're so good at catching landings and just the big hitboxes. You always have to be scared and choose the right option, because you don't have a platform to escape to. So I 100% believe PS2 had to have it banned, and not many other. Oh wow!
Oh my god!
I'm surprised Neko came out on top of that situation.
I'm surprised we haven't seen much down tilt 2-frame from Neko. Like, he seems to go for like forward airs, edge guard, up smashes, but he's not just going for the down tilt, like back air, down tilt and forward air. Speaking of which, he's finally doing that, and it works out perfectly.
Yeah, that was the thing we pointed out at the very beginning of the match, right? Like, it's on you to somehow delay your timing and avoid that down tilt, because Palu's so good at that. Oh my god, what an answer to a get up. Wow. Sansko looking at a potential 3-0 to move into winners finals right now.
Yeah, and he will be greeted by Angel if he makes it into winners finals, which that matchup, Bowser versus Robin, let me tell you how this guy has a secondary. I won't wait to be
I hope that the Bowsers never even picked as an option. That matchup is atrocious. I mean, we'll see. I never like to count anybody out, but this is looking as grim as it possibly can for Neko right now. Neko, you pretty much can't trade with anything at this point, like unless you just use back air for the rest of the game. That's a good call, though.
All right, that's actually big. He's not even 100% yet. He can do this. He is not quite at kill percents from Bowser. Okay, now he's at kill percents for Bowser. That changed real quick.
Yeah, you're a roll read forward air away. You're a back air trade.
He can't afford to get forward air. Forward tilt. He doesn't get it. That's just kind of rolling dice there. With that said, if you miss that forward tilt, you kind of have to play defensively there because a lot of those 2-frame options do leave you open.
That's a jump and the air dodge. You're forced to go low and gets the counter.
Back air. Oh,
you really get it. No, doesn't get the back air. And all of a sudden, Sansko's still in this game.
Oh, that's a very risky forward air. He doesn't get punished for it, but Sansko is more than ready. Down tilt, he does not get it.
Good delay that time and not recovering with the air dodge in either. It's been covered a few times and gets away looking for a roll or something with that up tilt. Getting a little bit antsy for this KO.
Okay, with that said, look at these back airs and the shield gets so low. Sansko tries to make something happen. It doesn't work.
The delay, good tech, stays alive and actually goes up a little bit higher, but gets called on the jump. We're not done yet.
What a ridiculous risk. He's down 0-2, dude. He is literally 1 away from death versus Bowser. And he says, you know what? I'm going to do regular get up into up smash because you will jump.
Yep.
The absolute cojones on Neko right there to commit to that option in that situation. And what is a very nerve-wracking spot to be in.
Yeah, that is a true titanium pair hanging down there right now, because if you go for that up smash in that spot and you miss, you're getting hit by either a down air if it's the only position that's fast enough, or a back air and you die. Like, that's the game right there. But I think a big thing that Sansko is going to have to change is after those nairs that get caught all the way to the ledge, what is the option that's almost always done when they're in a position that's like a jump to the ledge? They air dodge down, and they have been beaten pretty much every time. Look at it right there. It just did it exact same setup. That time actually got to the ledge, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, this back FD again looks like... I don't blame Sansko for going here. With that said, I wouldn't have... I thought it'd be a good idea maybe to go to a stage that he knows is like really good for him. He really won on the stage 2 times already. He did lose last game. It is his counter pick, and it feels like almost like a bit of like hubris to say he could just win the game for a year after last game showed that Neko is a fighter.
Yeah, the Neko showing that not done whatsoever. This whole matchup really has just been so like, it's so back and forth. It's so bursty really, because nobody's really had like complete dominant control other than when like Sansko gets a near 0 to death. But once Neko has found the openings now, he's been able to capitalize on the weakness of Bowser on a platformless stage.
Oh my god, nice up air. Bowser has so few landing options here on this stage, and that Palutena up air is scary. Now, for once in this set, Neko actually has a significant lead, and then gets taken 30 damage from... Dude, there's so many times where Neko is doing like these cross-up nairs, and Bowser doesn't care. He can do out of shield jump side B, and it's a guaranteed punish on those cross-up nairs. That nair is... It's pretty safe as a cross-up, but that was one of the few characters that has a reliable punish on him.
Yeah, that's just one, like, it's pretty much one of the things we said at the beginning. I am still so surprised that Sansko keeps jumping and air dodging in the exact same position every single time there. Are we going to see it again? No, decided to go low that time. Smart call after doing it the last few times, because that could have been trouble.
38 damage on that ledge roll catch, and you know, he keeps getting these future beats at the ledge. I think maybe Neko would play a bit more patient on the ledge and wait out one of these options before acting right away.
Yeah, right, yeah, like who needs a grab when you could get 38 off of one neutral B?
Yeah, right? And especially the timing, right? That Sansko has called out the fact that Neko does not stall at the ledge at all.
I think that's a very common issue that people have on stages like this, right? Like, everybody just wants to get away because there's no platforms to jump to, but that back air is going to close it, and Neko, it seems like Neko's really starting to get some life to it. Yes, this game is still very close, but you can see the decision-making has been a lot smarter, a little bit less reckless on some of these landings, other than, like, right there, but it actually worked out.
Oh my god, just nair.
Back air dodge down, yep.
49% off it. Another nair. Doesn't get the follow. When as a result gets punished for sending out a follow that Neko misses. This should not kill though. You have good DI to the corner. Make sure he's down that move into the corner. I see a lot of people mess with the DI and die early to side B.
Hold at the jump. Decided to go for the up air, up smash instead of committing off stage. You don't want to give up that stock, especially right now.
Okay, yep, and nice up smash recognizes, you know, Sansko probably sits on the roll, but does not. And Sansko really just kind of looked for, I don't blame him, he's down. You know, I think Neko has shown he likes showing a lot, playing a bit more like defensive at points. So the side was not a bad option, especially when you're behind that much. It just, unfortunately, does not work out.
Yeah, honestly, so now that we've reached Game 5, they've gone the entire tour here on FD. Obviously, the landings are getting demolished now. Do you think that we see the switch finally? And where do you think we're going?
I think we should see a switch. I think small battlefield would be amazing for Bowser. I think Smashville could be really good, but scary. I could even see Town and City volume room to one from Palutena, because, like, you know, Palutena is good at zoning and running away. I feel like Bowser's getting kind of overwhelmed by these nairs now and just general Palutena hitboxes, because FD's not exactly a long stage. So I could see that being good.
I like small battlefield a lot.
Definitely
I like small battlefield a lot.
Oh
no, yeah, definitely not PS2 because it's a little bit too wide, a little bit too much to work with. Small battlefield is good because the problem here is pretty much the landing has always been caught, whether it be a jump in or a you know, an air dodge. It makes it a little bit more viable to go for something like a down air when you have two platforms and a middle piece that you can fake go into a platform to get away from. It might help a bit. But instead, we're actually going to see Town kind of like a happy medium between the idea of going for platforms, but still keeping the FD setup.
Also, I just want to point out that apparently I think Adamus 3-1 Leo took him out of the event.
Really?
So, good stuff to Adamus. You know, Leo has been playing Smash a couple weeks, so getting top 8 in an online event, you know, after not playing Smash for a couple weeks is very respectable. It's always hard to be consistent online. It's not what your skill level is. But yes, Adamus moves on after taking out Leo. Adamus is a regular in these Galaxy Gambit expeditions.
Yeah. Adamus is a monster. Just we've been playing DDD forever and understand how to like punish people who have so much room to work with. We'll definitely go over that a lot more after this because that is the end of the run from MK Leo, one of the few that was very frightful left in losers. But Adamus putting a stop to that.
With that said, right now Sansko really might get reversed to Rio here. And I do like the Town City pick. I did mention this for a reason. We'll see if this actually plays out the way I thought, though, because currently Sansko's in the corner of the stage. He has not got to use the room. It's basically FD 2.0 right now.
Yeah, it's been very similar to the last one. Good DI once again staying alive at 191, but it's just every time that Sansko's had pretty much those free jump-ins before, it's getting caught. And I actually like that up tilt idea because it's not been used too often, and Sansko has just been on the move all the time. There's a jump call there too, gets the air dodge, forces more damage.
With that said, oh my god, it's a kill. No, bad DI, but not bad if Neko die. Forward tilt. Oh, the down tilt. And the thing is, a lot of times when you get down to the ledge like that versus Bowser, you will fall out of the second hit. I don't want to say it's like reliable, but I've seen it happen enough that it's not a great 2-frame option, in my opinion. Oh, double there!
Oh, good bit. Oh, you're gonna look for the jump? Damage. Oh my goodness! Looking for the high recovery, looking for the fair instead of the jump up. If Sansko got that up there, that might have just KO'd. So Neko's got to be feeling really good now. And also, we're in Game 5 once again. Very similar situation to the last set. This is anybody's game right now. Both of them really finding some type of pace after Sansko's been getting juggled like crazy and punishes now instead of jumping with the down smash.
Oh my god, with that said, Sansko now is a lead, but he's in the corner, can't get out of the corner. That's a big question. If he can get out of the corner, he can play the game. And just like that, now Neko's be really afraid. As you see!
Oh, that was a real punishment. Just keep working it! What are you doing? Getting cooked quite literally, and now these forward airs are being used a whole lot more. We haven't seen a lot of these forward airs out of Sansko in the last few games because it's been just getting caught by these nairs. But you see, it's beating out consistently now, looking for a spot dodge with that back air. Not gonna do it. Looks for the down B and just does it!
Even with good DI, that is a kill at 80 plus all that rage. Oh my god, that was 3 hits took that stock. 1, 2.
My